Are you frustrated because despite your very best efforts, you have not been able to manifest the life that you desire? If that's you, then stay tuned because there could be just one thing that is standing between you and your success. Hi, my name is Diane Martinez. I'm a certified holistic life coach, and welcome to Conscious Creating Life Coaching. I'm so glad you're here. Do you know, frequently we put our heart and soul into going toward our goals and our dreams, working so very hard to achieve them. But sometimes we don't, and sometimes that's because there's one thing that is acting as a block that is keeping us from achieving the success that we so desire. And that block is a lack of forgiveness. Now hang in there with me. I know nobody wants to hear that, but it's an important thing and it absolutely can stand between you and your realization of the life that you desire. So there are two misconceptions about forgiveness I want to talk about right off the bat. The first one is that to forgive means that you're saying it's fine or it's okay. So many times when somebody apologizes to us, right? Oh, I'm sorry I'm late for dinner, or I'm sorry I missed your kid's party, or I'm sorry I missed your event, sorry I spilled your coffee, whatever it is. For those things, we usually say, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it, oh, it's fine, it's okay. So when we think about forgiving those, bigger sins that were committed against us, those offenses, those hurts that really are deep, we think that we're saying, oh, it's fine, it's okay, when it is most assuredly not fine, it is not okay that was done. That can keep us thinking that, no, I can't forgive, I can't say that was fine, nor should you ever say that was fine. That's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is freeing yourself from carrying the burden of their action or inaction. Sometimes what we forgive is neglect, right? An absence when you needed the love and support and it wasn't there. Or sometimes the offenses are of action, right? Abuse, physical, mental, emotional abuse, verbal abuse that has stung deeply. So we're not saying that any of that is fine, but it's saying I no longer want to carry the burden of somebody else's choices. You're freeing yourself. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. They say to a lack of forgiveness is like setting yourself on fire and hoping the other person dies of smoke inhalation, right? It doesn't work that way. It is not some cosmic scorecard that we are keeping up to date and current with somebody else's, offenses against us. It doesn't work like that. Those old things that we carry in our hearts that we just can't forgive, that we carry with us daily, could be the thing that is holding you back from manifesting the life that you desire. So I had a little personal experience with this I want to share with you. Have you ever had the experience of waking up like an hour before the alarm goes off? And in that hour, like you're not really awake and you're not really asleep. And in that twilight zone, I have had some really impactful dreams that I've remembered when I've woken up. And I had one on this very topic. So bear with me. This, it's a dream. So it's going to sound different. But in this dream, I was an eagle or a hawk. I don't know, it was sort of like large, majestic bird of prey. And I was on the ground. And my family was up, flying high above, soaring in the sky. And I was on the ground. And I couldn't fly because I looked down and saw this chain around my leg that went to a big heavy weight. And in that dream, I knew instantly that was me refusing to forgive somebody who had done me a really big harm over years. And I knew that it was my lack of forgiveness, that was the weight that was keeping me from soaring. I knew that I had to let that go. So that brings me to the second misconception about forgiveness I want to share with you. So many times we think that if we forgive someone, it's just a finger snap. It's like, boop, we're done. I've forgiven them. And if it's something you've been carrying for years, if it was a deep wound, forgiveness is more like a process than an event. It can take a long time before you truly forgive someone. And that's okay. It can take a process. It can take time. With this particular person, in my circumstance, it was probably about 2 years from the time I really started to forgive them till I had that dream. It's like, Diane, it's time to be done with this. You're ready to forgive. And I was. And I can happily say that I am beyond that now. And when I think about this person, I can honestly smile and not feel that heart squeezing pain and anger. And that is a beautiful thing. It is a gift. Forgiveness is a gift that you give yourself. So as forgiveness as a process, it's just so tricky because we don't want to forgive. We feel like if we don't carry that hurt around, like, how will the universe know that this was done to me? But like I said, that's not the way the universe works. You're holding yourself back with that. And if you're not ready to forgive, that's okay. You can be ready to forgive. And that begins the process. You can just simply be open to being ready to forgive. So that's not saying you're forgiving. That's not saying even you're ready to forgive, but that you are open to be ready to forgive. The tiniest of steps that moves you in that direction, that cracks open the door just a smidge for you to be able to release that weight, the pain of that hurt, that, could be the thing, that resentment that is holding you back from realizing the things that you want to experience in life. When we don't forgive, it can be that way, just like it was in the dream that I had that kept me from really soaring, and whatever that means to you, just feeling happy and free to be able to have the relationships or the financial abundance or the health that you so want. So remember those two things. Forgiveness is not saying it's okay. It's saying you are ready to release the burden of somebody else's choices and decisions, and that it doesn't have to be done in the snap of a finger. Give yourself space and grace for that forgiveness to take place. And when you open the door just that little bit by being ready to forgive, the universe will support you in loving ways that will make it suddenly seem not so impossible anymore. And when you are free of that, when you have forgiven, you will experience a lightheartedness, like this, a field of possibilities has opened before you, and it has. We are meant to travel through this life a little more freer than we do, without all the pain and the baggage that our past can be if we choose to carry it. So I hope that this was helpful to you. I would love to hear in the comments below if there's somebody that you are having trouble forgiving, and how does this sidling up to forgiveness sound to you? It really can be a game changer. So if you like this, I'd love it if you'd smash the like button, subscribe if you're enjoying this content. And if you'd like a little bit more, come join me on Patreon. We have a women's only group there that is full of these good life coaching topics that will help you, create the life that you desire. Until next time, my friend, create your day consciously. Bye for now.